Is now recognized.
Thank you, Chair Lofgren and Ranking Member Lucas for holding this hearing. I want to thank the witnesses for being with us today, too. Unfortunately, wildfires in my district and the rest of California, where Congressman Rivera and I are from, we seem to be more prevalent every year. And with 85% of California in extreme drought, the problem of longer wildfire seasons has been exacerbated by the dryness of our landscape and the record-breaking temperatures. And adding insult to injury, the wildfire smoke and ash negatively impacts our air quality and drinking water. And I will begin work in a bipartisan manner to better coordinate our federal efforts in predicting wildfires and adopt cutting-edge solutions to detect fires as soon as they start. Mr. Geisler, I represent California's 39th district, where we have unfortunately seen the devastating effects of wildfires, not only in my communities, but across the state of California. So how can we ensure coordination between federal, state, and local communities to share available information and tools to better predict and respond to wildfires?
Thank you for that question, Congresswoman. I appreciate it. The one thing that I will emphasize is that you really should be proud of the national system that we do have currently. The interaction that we have between federal, state, and local agencies is something that actually other countries come to try to duplicate. But there's always room for improvement. Getting to common operating systems, being able to share data, being able to share and communicate effectively is really some of the items that, if we can address those, it's critical. A lot of times it's just the difference between two computer systems or literally the links that we might be able to get through broadband that prevents some of the sharing. And so it sounds kind of basic, that the need, but the willingness and the ability to do it is there. A lot of times it is just making sure that the connections are made, whether it be introducing two people, literally just doing that, all the way to making sure that our systems link together and operate effectively. The system that was just described that CAL FIRE had is absolutely amazing. And it's in test and it has been doing some great work. Part of the basis of that is its ability to start communicating across jurisdictional authorities. And that's what we're all looking for, is that ability to effectively share all of these resources that we currently have.
So NOAA has commenced the process of designing the next generation of satellites in its fleet. So have any of your colleagues engaged with NOAA in designing these satellites to improve wildfire detection abilities? If not, what advice would you give to NOAA to help make the future satellite fleet more effective in wildfire detection and prevention?
So I will say that I am unaware if any of my colleagues have worked directly with NOAA over satellites. I will tell you that in my past life, I was able to work with the National Severe Storm Labs in Norman, Oklahoma. And I know that the interaction between the National Weather Service and state agencies is very strong. And we utilize a lot of that satellite technology, and that there have been conversations about how effectively those could be used at the NOAA level also. But I'm unaware of anyone that is speaking directly to them. But I do agree it's a huge opportunity for us all.
So you're familiar with the experimental high-resolution rapid refresh smoke model?
Yes.
Have you had input on that development of any of these models? And in your opinion, what further research and development is needed to make existing models more effective?
Yeah, a lot of input has been really coordinated through the Wildland Fire Leadership Council, where we do have all of the partners at the table. So you not only have state foresters, but you also have mayors and other members of the various levels of government really having those discussions. So it's a really powerful forum to kind of discuss the needs and where we go forward. So going into the future, we're really looking again to try to enforce that and try to get more of the outreach. There's a very recent memo, even in fact, between CDC and EPA discussing wildfire smoke and actually being able to address all of the research and coordination that was there. And all of that was actually made possible through the interactions that we've had at that Wildland Fire Leadership Council. So again, it sounds like I'm a broken record related to potentially solving a lot of these problems, but there's basic funding we need for research, but then there's also just the social science of communication and effectively making sure that we share resources across the table.
Thank you very much. I see my time is up, so I yield back.
Thank you.